The ultimate spiritual ascent, conquering Char Dham. Right then, team. Today we're not just tackling mountains of rock and ice, but scaling the very peaks of human faith and endurance. This isn't about finding a rare grub for survival. It's about a journey that feeds the soul in the most profound way imaginable. Join us on a spiritual journey to the Char Dham, the 4 sacred shrines nestled high in the Indian Himalayas. I've faced some of the toughest environments on this planet, but the raw, untamed beauty and the sheer spiritual energy of these places, it's something else, a true test of body and spirit. This pilgrimage, the Char Dham Yatra, is an ancient call to the devout, a path trodden by seekers for centuries. It's a challenge, no doubt about it. The altitudes are dizzying, the weather can turn in an instant, and the terrain demands respect. But the rewards? They're immeasurable. These holy sites are believed to help devotees attain moksha, or liberation. Imagine a journey that not only pushes your physical limits, but also offers a chance to connect with something ancient, something powerful, something that transcends the everyday struggle. So gear up, not just with your warmest layers and sturdiest boots, but with an open heart and an indomitable will. We're heading into the heart of the Himalayas, to places where divinity is said to touch the earth. This is more than just a trek. It's an expedition into the core of belief, a quest for inner peace amid some of the world's most formidable landscapes. It's going to be tough, it's going to be breathtaking, and it's going to be an adventure you'll never forget. Let's do this! Yamunotri Dham, the icy cradle of the sacred Yamuna. Our first objective, Yamunotri Dham. This is where the mighty Yamuna River begins its sacred journey. We're talking an altitude of roughly 3,293 meters, that's over 10,800 feet. Up here, the air is thin, and every step is a conscious effort. But the drive to reach the source, dedicated to the goddess Yamuna, is a powerful motivator. This isn't just a geographical point, it's a place steeped in millennia of faith. The belief here is potent. Bathing in the glacial waters of the Yamuna, especially near its origin, is said to cleanse you of all sins. More than that, it's believed to shield devotees from the ordeal of an untimely, agonizing death. That's a powerful promise, drawing people through incredible hardship. The trek to Yamunotri itself is a proper challenge. You'll navigate steep inclines, rocky paths, and potentially unpredictable weather. You need to be acclimatized, hydrated, and mentally prepared for what the mountains throw at you. The main temple, a relatively simple structure, stands as a testament to human devotion against the raw power of nature. It's often rebuilt after harsh winters, a constant reminder of the resilience required to maintain faith in these extreme conditions. The real treasure for many beyond the spiritual are the hot water springs, like Surya Kund. Here, pilgrims cook rice and potatoes in muslin cloth, dipping them directly into the boiling water, a natural kitchen provided by the earth, a small miracle in this cold, harsh environment. Reaching the Yamunotri temple, often amidst swirling mists and the chill Himalayan air, is an achievement in itself. You can feel the energy of the place, the collective prayers of countless pilgrims who have made this arduous journey before you, the sound of the flowing river, the chants, the scent of incense. It all combines into an experience that's both humbling and invigorating. It's a reminder that survival isn't just about physical needs. It's about finding that inner strength, that spiritual sustenance, that can see you through any wilderness, whether it's made of rock and ice or the challenges of life itself. This place demands respect, and it offers incredible spiritual rewards in return. The descent from Yamunotri, while physically easier in some respects, carries with it a sense of accomplishment and a deeper understanding of what this yatra entails. You've faced the first dham, you've felt its power, and you've seen the unwavering faith that draws people to these remote corners of the earth. The Yamuna, originating from the Champasar glacier, is more than just water. It's a life force, a symbol of purity and a testament to the enduring connection between nature and the divine. This initial leg of the Char Dham sets the tone. It's going to be tough, it's going to be awe-inspiring, and it will change you. Gangotri Dham, at the genesis of India's holiest river. Next up, we push on to Gangotri Dham, another jewel in Uttarakhand's Uttarkashi district. This sacred site, perched at around 3,100 meters, that's roughly 10,200 feet, is where the lifeblood of India, the mighty river Ganga, is said to begin its epic journey. Imagine the sheer power and sanctity associated with this place. It's not just a river, it's Mother Ganga, a deity in her own right, revered by millions. The air here feels charged, not just with the crispness of high altitude, but with an undeniable spiritual current. To stand here is to be at a point of immense geographical and religious significance, a place where legends are literally born from the ice. The actual source of the Ganga is the Gaumukh Glacier, a challenging trek further up from Gangotri town. But the Gangotri temple itself is the focal point for most pilgrims. This elegant white granite temple, dedicated to goddess Ganga, stands on the banks of the Bhagirathi River, as the Ganga is known at its source. It's a place of vibrant devotion, the sounds of bells and hymns echoing against the backdrop of towering snow-clad peaks. Another significant spot here is Bhagirath Shila, a sacred rock slab where King Bhagirath is believed to have meditated intensely to bring the Ganga down from the heavens to earth, a story of incredible perseverance and divine intervention. The journey to Gangotri, while perhaps less arduous than some other parts of the Yatra for the temple town itself, still demands respect for the Himalayan environment. The roads can be treacherous, winding through steep valleys with the ever-present risk of landslides, especially during the monsoon. But the views are simply staggering. Deep gorges, dense pine forests, and the constant thunderous roar of the Bhagirathi as it carves its path through the mountains. It's a raw, untamed landscape that reminds you of nature's immense power and the courage it takes for people to establish and maintain these sacred outposts in such formidable territory. Standing by the surging river at Gangotri, you can't help but feel a connection to something ancient and profound. This isn't just about religious ritual. It's about witnessing the birth of a river that has shaped civilizations, nurtured lands, and carried the spiritual hopes of a nation for millennia. The water here is icy cold, a direct melt from the glaciers, and it feels incredibly pure. For pilgrims, a dip in these waters, or even just collecting some to take home, is an act of immense faith. Gangotri truly embodies the spirit of origin, a place where you feel close to the elemental forces that shape our world and our beliefs. Chapter 3: Kedarnath Dham, Shiva's remote citadel in the sky. Now we venture into truly wild territory, to Kedarnath Dham. This one, folks, is a serious undertaking. Located in the Rudraprayag district, Kedarnath is dedicated to Lord Shiva, the destroyer and transformer, and it's one of his 12 holiest shrines, the Jyotirlingas. At an altitude of approximately 3,583 meters, that's nearly 11,755 feet, this is the most remote and, for many, the most challenging of the Char Dham. The air is thin, the weather can be brutal, and the journey requires serious grit and determination. This isn't a casual visit. It's a pilgrimage that tests your limits in every conceivable way, a true man versus wild scenario with a spiritual core. The main attraction, the Kedarnath Temple, is an imposing stone edifice that has withstood centuries of harsh Himalayan weather, including devastating floods. Legend says it was originally built by the Pandavas and later revived by the great philosopher Adi Shankaracharya in the 8th century. The temple stands against a backdrop of breathtaking snow-covered peaks, including the majestic Kedarnath Peak. Reaching it involves a significant trek, often around 16 to 18 kilometers, through stunning but demanding mountain scenery. You'll cross roaring rivers, navigate steep ascents, and push your body further than you thought possible. But the sight of that ancient temple, a symbol of unwavering faith in an unforgiving landscape, is a reward beyond measure. The energy at Kedarnath is palpable. It's raw, primordial, and deeply resonant with the power of Lord Shiva. You feel incredibly small against the vastness of the mountains, yet part of something immense and timeless. The resilience of the pilgrims you meet along the way is inspiring. People of all ages, from all walks of life, united by their devotion and their willingness to endure hardship for a glimpse of the divine. The Mandakini River flows nearby, its waters adding to the sacred atmosphere of the place. This is a landscape that commands respect, a place where nature's power is on full display, and where faith seems to burn brightest against the cold. Surviving and thriving on the trek to Kedarnath requires proper preparation, good gear, acclimatization, and a strong will. But more than that, it requires an openness to the experience, a willingness to be humbled by the scale of the mountains and the depth of human devotion. This isn't just about ticking a box, it's about an inner journey mirrored by the physical ascent. Kedarnath pushes you, challenges you, and ultimately offers a profound sense of connection to the divine, to nature, and to the incredible strength that lies within the human spirit. It's a place that truly embodies the wild heart of the Himalayas. Chapter 4. Badrinath Dham, Vishnu's serene abode of enlightenment. Our final destination, the culmination of this incredible spiritual expedition, is Badrinath Dham. Situated in the Kamali district, this vibrant shrine is dedicated to Lord Vishnu in his Badrinarayan form. Nestled at an altitude of about 3,133 meters, or 10,279 feet, Badrinath feels like a sanctuary of peace after the raw intensity of Kedarnath. It's one of the 108 Divya Desams, holy shrines for Vaishnavites, and it holds immense significance. The setting itself is stunning, with the towering snow-capped Nilkanth peak forming a majestic backdrop to the brightly painted temple. The Alaknanda River flows gracefully past, its waters considered incredibly holy. The Badrinath temple, with its colorful facade, is an architectural marvel and a beacon of faith. Unlike the stark stone of Kedarnath, Badrinath exudes a sense of warmth and welcome. Inside, the atmosphere is one of deep reverence and joyous celebration. One of the key attractions here, besides the temple darshan, is Tapt Kund natural hot sulfur springs just below the temple. Pilgrims believe a dip in these therapeutic waters before entering the temple cleanses the body and soul, preparing them for the divine encounter. It's an incredible natural phenomenon, these boiling hot springs emerging amidst the cold Himalayan environment, a true gift from nature. The journey to Badrinath, while still in high-altitude terrain, is generally more accessible by road compared to Kedarnath, though the mountain roads always demand caution. The surrounding area is rich in legend and natural beauty, with places like Mana village, the last Indian village before the Tibetan border, and Vasudhara Falls nearby, often included by pilgrims in their visit. The spiritual aura of Badrinath is profound. It's a place where sages and saints are said to have meditated for centuries. You can almost feel the layers of prayer and devotion that have accumulated here over millennia, creating an atmosphere of intense serenity and spiritual power. Reaching Badrinath, the fourth and final dham, brings a tremendous sense of accomplishment and spiritual fulfillment. You've traversed some of the most challenging and sacred landscapes on Earth. Badrinath, with its relatively calmer environs and the benevolent presence of Lord Vishnu, offers a space for reflection, gratitude, and a deep sense of peace. It's a fitting conclusion to a yatra that tests your physical endurance, mental fortitude, and spiritual resolve. This isn't just the end of a pilgrimage, it's the beginning of a renewed perspective, carrying the blessings and the raw, untamed spirit of the Himalayas within you. The soul's summit, carrying the Char Dham spirit forward. What an expedition, eh? From the icy source of the Yamuna to the serene abode of Badrinath, the Char Dham Yatra is more than just a pilgrimage. It's a full-blown adventure for the body, mind, and spirit. We've faced high altitudes, challenging treks, and the raw, untamed power of the Himalayas. But through it all, the unwavering faith of the pilgrims and the profound spiritual energy of these sacred sites have been a constant source of inspiration. Embark on this sacred journey from May to October for the best experience, when the snows have receded and the paths are relatively clearer. But always be prepared for the mountain's unpredictable nature. This journey, as Shreya Shinde 8B wanted to share, pushes you to your limits, but the rewards are immeasurable. You come back not just with photographs, but with a deeper understanding of yourself and a connection to something ancient and powerful. Remember, the Char Dham Yatra is not just a pilgrimage. It's a path to spiritual upliftment and salvation. It's about finding strength you never knew you had, and a peace that transcends the everyday. The mountains teach you resilience, respect, and the importance of every single step, every single breath. So, if you're feeling that call, that pull towards something greater, then gear up and get ready. This is a journey that will stay with you for a lifetime. Stay prepared, stay safe, and may your journey be blessed. Keep that spirit of adventure alive, whether you're scaling Himalayan peaks or the mountains in your own life. The lessons learned in these sacred heights, endurance, faith, and humility, are lessons for life. Until next time, keep exploring, keep believing, and keep pushing your boundaries.